almost just sent one. Oop.
Hello.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Fowl Territory 252. I am your host, Gizzard Gary, and tonight we're going to have some surprises. We'll start with this. Yeah, that's right. And it's going to get better from there.
You can't get worse.
Just prepare.
You could show us his junk.
Well, we can't do that tonight because I don't think YouTube would allow that. Although,
Oh, I thought maybe you had given it away to somebody and you didn't have it anymore.
speaking of giving it away, we have a giveaway tonight, and we're going to do some special stuff.
What are you giving away?
I can't tell you now. That'd ruin the surprise now, wouldn't it?
Oh.
Well,
Well,
it's
I
worth
it's
waiting
gonna be
for.
252. Okay.
It's
what
worth
she
waiting for.
and it wasn't.
Well, it is. You'll have to trust me on this. But the reason for all this is the reason for all this stuff I'm doing, the surprises and all that stuff, is all because of this. This happened this last Saturday.
Oh, I thought maybe because you were starting to leak stuff out into the hallway from your apartment and you figured you had to get rid of some of it.
So thanks to you guys and a host of other people, I achieved 3,000 subscribers.
Congratulations, buddy.
What'd that cost you?
Well, it's going to end up costing me quite a bit.
Just your pride and dignity, or?
Yeah, pride and dignity. We are currently sitting
Well,
at
if it was pride and
3,000.
honor, you could always ship it off to Turkey so they can make canics with it.
Currently sitting at 3,076. So we're moving along to the next milestone.
Well, I don't think you'll go back into 3,000. I don't think you have to worry about hitting it twice.
I don't think I
Yeah.
do now. No.
You're in the
Jesus, that's a bunch.
Anyway, we're going to have, let's just say, maybe a special giveaway tonight. So you might want to stick around for that. Speaking of which, I ought to go ahead and start the ticker. There it is. And while I do that, I want to let you know that today is Friday, February the 23rd, 2024.
You know what happens on Fridays?
Usually the weekends.
Well, it's Free Patch Friday.
It is? Where?
Yeah, over at gearwebsites.com. Your source for all your second amendment swag.
Wow. So let's real quick, let's say hello to everybody out there in the audience.
Hello, everybody out there in the audience. Howdy.
First one in was Kingpin, followed by Jacob S. And Alaska 1, Andy says, evening. Ron 2A Matters is out there. Michael Dunn. Over and done. Defense Dad is out there. And Chessboard is in the audience. Tim S is out there. Rougarou Arms is in the audience. Justin Grimm is out there. Fiend Dog 27 is in the audience. Rich White out there and in here. Obnoxious 1 out there and in here.
Yo.
Nutty 357 is out there.
He's not in here.
Gizzard is Jessica.
No.
I don't get it. Okay. OL1 guy is out there. Hillbilly Up out there and in here. And we have Alaska 1, Andy in the audience. And we have Abigail Finnegan is in the audience, as is Artek and daughters. You wouldn't want Artek without the daughters, that's for sure. Then it'd just be our tag. Let's see. Getting a lot of repeats out there. Chad Kelly is out there in the audience. Don't believe I've mentioned his name. I think. Oh, well, looky here. Stephen Sheets is out there in the audience. Long time no see, Stephen. Good to have you. 23 people out there in the audience. And you're not here to see me. You're here to see my panel. I know this.
We are.
My esteemed panel. For some reason, they're always esteemed. I don't know what it is about this show. When you have to be on a panel, you get esteemed. But
At least we're not as stupid.
let's find out what they're all esteemed about. I know it's an old joke, and I've used it over and over and over again, and I apologize.
It
We
was
got a lot
old
of problems
first
with you people, and tonight you're going to hear about them.
223 DMRs out there in the audience. So introducing my co-host with the co-most. He comes to us from the state of North Carolina, the Tar Heel state. And he is, of course, the sunshine that brightens our day. He is the oracle of knowledge, the voice of reason, and the man of orange. And he is also a shill, according to his label here. Let's welcome Obnoxious One.
Yo.
Yo, indeed.
Did I say yo?
You did. You can say it
Oh.
again, though.
Okay. No, I'm only allowed one yo.
I'm not like your report where I make you say it 3 times. You don't have to do that here.
I'll do it for you. Yo, yo, yo.
Sweet.
Your report
I
can
appreciate
suck
it.
it. Gizzard got all my yos.
Boy. All right. Well, thank you for being here, and thank you for the extra yos. It is most appreciated. And get off the table, moron cat.
How do you know I'm on the table? Oh, never mind.
Get out before I end you. All right.
You don't have the stones.
Anyway.
He's over there. He's like, I'm going to crawl in your face when you're sleeping, old man.
Oh, he does it anyway. My second panelist comes to us all the way from the mountains of West Virginia. He makes that climb down. Well, I'm not going to say every week because he usually comes about every other week on average, but lately. Anyway, he comes all the way down just to see us. He is the host of This Week Unloaded on the Unloaded Media channel, and some days, and maybe someday in the future, he'll also be the host of Wrestling Unloaded on the Wrestling Unloaded channel. And fresh from the Great American Outdoor Show, let's welcome your friend and mine, the lovely Rich White.
I wouldn't say fresh. That was 2 weeks ago, and I was here in an episode right after that. So I don't know if fresh from the Great American Outdoor Show applies.
I wouldn't say
put out
friend.
a video from it. Huh?
I said I wouldn't have said friend myself.
I see Dill Pogue is out in the
That's
audience.
just because you're
I
mean.
don't believe he's been mentioned.
And your point is?
Just didn't really have one. Just making a statement.
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you for your statement. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So our next guest is somebody who always makes a statement. He comes to us from the state of Missouri,
Misery.
Show Me.
The state of misery.
The Show Me state, I do believe they call it. He is, of course, the well-known host of the Guns, Beer, and Therapy Saturday Night podcast, who is having a celebration of their own. He'll tell us about that later, I'm sure, but let's welcome aboard Hillbilly Up.
Hey, brother, man. Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Say howdy to everybody out there on the side chat.
So, we have one other panelist who's got a vacant seat right at the moment. So,
Hey, I'm cleaning my office, and if you saw how messy my office was, you'd be proud of me.
oh, I'm always proud of you. But this last guy, he
Why?
what in the world? Good Lord.
I
I think
told
you better hire a crew. So my last panelist comes to us from south of me, down in the state of Oklahoma, where he is well known as
Oklahoma, where the wind comes sweeping down the plain.
the pride of Chelsea, Oklahoma. And man, that town is very proud, I tell you what.
It's a
So
prideful place.
let's welcome. I've been there. I mean, the overpass alone is, underpass, whatever the hell you call it. I guess if you got an underpass, you got an overpass too. Anyway, let's welcome the gun snob,
Yellow.
or at least his voice.
I mean, kind of.
He's really slimmed down.
All right.
Keto.
Yeah.
I like him better this way.
He's actually thinner than Kingpin now.
So we have Gort out there in the audience. Fiend Dog says, "Poor Chelsea." Nutty says, hard to not like Hillbilly. Nice, positive, outgoing dude who likes to make people smile. Wow, how much that PR guy cost?
Along with this bun.
Yeah, I sent him both of those Chick-fil-A cards I won last week from you.
Justin Grimm says Snob is not the pride of his office, evidently.
It's been a few months since I've cleaned it. There's Amazon boxes everywhere.
Defense Dad says, Jesus, I hope Snob has pants on just in case.
Yeah, I got some pajama pants on.
Clean ones?
Yeah, I just got them on my drawer.
Okay.
Now, you said you have a lot of cardboard boxes. Do you have enough to build another shed out of them?
I actually did till I pulled the dumpster.
Nutty said, I did get a cool Hillbilly sticker today, but it was from Ron Wayne. Well, that's fair.
I found two. Never been taking tags of them.
What? All right. So what's going on today? I hear tell that it may be balloon season again. Anybody hear anything about that?
I heard you tell me that it was balloon season again.
Yeah, evidently we've got
I
got a rogue balloon that is crossing the western part of the United States again. Guess where it's from?
They got the east last. Well, they got the east last time, so they got to get the west this time.
Well, it's going across.
Was that what was wrong with the phone services yesterday?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that had
Sun Guns is jamming it.
Yeah.
No, it was
Tomorrow.
flare.
Michael Dunn says they're carrying a big acorn.
Yeah. Well,
Oh, acorn season was last week.
yeah, that was last week. But tomorrow at Sportsman's Warehouse, they're doing their balloon pop event. Is that just a coincidence?
Has to be.
I mean, be a pretty good PR stunt, though.
It would. Let's see. Gort says it's over Utah now. Harmless, of course. I'm sure it's harmless. Nutty says I also got a cool Gizzard Gary sticker from Ron Wayne. That Ron Wayne, he's a good feller, I tell you what.
Yeah, he is.
Don't see him out there. Maybe he ain't so good. He's not my audience.
I think him and Misty had an anniversary either yesterday or today.
A couple of days ago, wasn't it? Yeah.
Was it? I wasn't for sure.
Yeah, and then Ron had a video out today where he scared the living daylights out of Misty.
I seen that. That was funny.
That was funny. Abby says, what's in Utah? Mormons and nothing fancy. Nothing fancy.
All the pretty national parks.
Don't forget the jazz is in Utah, too. You didn't know Utah had a jazz scene, did you? It does. It really does.
And for anybody that's wondering, that Sportsman's Warehouse event, you pop a balloon and you win a certain amount off, potentially off of your order. You can actually win your entire order of what you're buying.
Wow.
They're giving some of the prizes are 100% off.
Ooh, let's see, 100% off, you say? Well, let's see. Do we want to start with serious stories, or do we want to start with less than serious? How about let's just take it from the top, shall we?
Sure.
And see what happens from there. All right, so let me share. Well, if I hit the right button, I could share a screen. I'm new at this. Clearly. All right. So we've got a news story on here. This is from Cam Edwards on BearingArms.com, 6:54 p.m. tonight. New York jury says LaPierre owes NRA millions. Judge could appoint overseer. Ooh. Let's see what this is all about. A jury in New York finished a week of deliberations in the NRA civil trial by delivering a multi-million-dollar verdict against Wayne LaPierre and former treasurer Phillips, while leaving open the possibility that the judge overseeing the case will appoint a special monitor to watch over the organization's spending. The jury didn't accept every one of Attorney General Letitia James' arguments, but they still found that LaPierre and other NRA higher-ups treated the organization like their personal piggy bank, while those in charge of watching over the group's finances allowed the spending spree to go on for years. In its verdict, the jury found LaPierre should pay the powerful gun rights group $4.3 million in damages for mismanagement and spending charitable funds on lavish personal trips, no-show contracts, and other questionable expenditures. The jury found he violated his fiduciary duties from 2014 to 2022 when he was at the helm of the nonprofit group. The panel said he caused $5.4 million in damages to the NRA by violating his statutory duties, but he proved he already repaid a little over $1 million to the charity. The jury also found cause to remove him as executive vice president of the gun rights group. Although he resigned last month, the judge will decide whether to permanently bar him from leading the NRA in an upcoming bench trial. But the jury did not find him liable for breaking laws against self-dealing when he secured a post-employment contract with the NRA in a package at the New York Attorney General's office valued at over $17 million, finding that it was properly approved in advance by the NRA board. Wow. The judge also decided that Phillips, the NRA's former treasurer, should pay $2 million in damages, while the group's general counsel, John Frazier, was found to have either made or authorized false statements in annual tax filings. The jury declined to state that Frazier should be removed from his position. However, unlike the recommendation they made for LaPierre's future involvement with the organization. As for the decision to appoint a guardian over the NRA's finances, according to NBC News, that could take a few more months, with a bench trial scheduled for July. Judge Joel Cohen will also be deciding whether LaPierre, Phillips, and Frazier should be able to work for or serve on the NRA's board going forward. And at this point, I'd say it's not likely that the first two are going to get off easy. During closing arguments, Monica Cannell, an attorney with the state's Attorney General's office, compared the defendants to children caught stealing from a cookie jar. She urged the jury to hold the defendants accountable, even if their attorneys outlined steps they may have taken to address or correct violations. Saying you're sorry now, she said, doesn't mean you didn't take the cookies. True. The NRA's attorneys countered by distancing the group from LaPierre and fortifying its defense that former rogue employees had stolen from the NRA without the group's knowledge. If this was a case about corruption, it wasn't corruption by the NRA, NRA attorney Sarah Rogers told jurors. In his final remarks, LaPierre's attorney, P. Kent Carell, said James set out years ago to decapitate the NRA and sued LaPierre as part of that goal. I abso-freaking-lutely agree that James' entire investigation was politically motivated. She declared the NRA a target even before she was elected Attorney General, and she originally tried to use her investigation to dissolve the civil rights group, something Judge Cohen took off the table, thankfully, in the early stage of the litigation. This was 100% a witch hunt. It's just that James stumbled across some witches during the course of her investigation. I don't think too many NRA members would begrudge LaPierre expensive suits so he'd look good while representing the organization and its members on Meet the Press or This Week. It could very well be that a majority of dues-paying members accept LaPierre's argument that he had to use private jets for his travel, given his position as the ostensible face of the Second Amendment movement. But private jet rides for family members? Using NRA funds for expensive gifts for friends and associates? Some of this spending was so clearly wrong that LaPierre paid back the NRA more than $1 million. And it really doesn't matter if he was suddenly made aware that these weren't appropriate expenses or if it was an effort to try and preempt James' arguments at trial. So what happens now? It's an open guess at this point. The NRA board isn't scheduled to meet until the annual meeting in mid-May, but if they want to present the judge with an argument that they can be trusted to handle the org's finances without the need for an overseer, it would behoove them to have an interim meeting where they can strategize on who the next EVP and CEO will be, as well as the necessary steps towards transparency and accountability to show Cohen that it's not just business as usual. There's also a power struggle on the board between some members of the old guard and a small group of reformers, most of whom are actually former board members now running for election. And right now, I'd say the forces of the status quo have the upper hand. The board elections, which are underway now, are the best opportunity for rank and file members to weigh in on the direction the NRA takes in the immediate future. But the results won't be known until the annual meetings kick off in Dallas on May the 17th. All right. So,
and just so everybody knows out there, you're going to have a correspondent on the scene. It's going to go, and then it's going to say, "Hello, I'm Gizzard Gary, coming to you live from the NRA board meeting, and I'm going to bring you the breaking news." That's basically how it's going to go.
I can't go to the board meeting. I'm not a member.
I can't go to Texas.
Are you banned from Texas?
I was going to say, what did you do in Texas?
No, I ain't got the money to go. It takes money to go there, you know. I ain't got any.
There's an NRA sticker on my dad's gun cabinet that I got from him. I can fill that off and send it to you. Just put that on his shirt, and you can go in.
There you go. Anybody else want to comment on this?
Well, I think he did every single bit of everything that he's been accused of and more. I don't see where it was. I don't see it was where it was any of her business. That would be up to the NRA to go after him. Not.
While I very much agree with your statement, they weren't going after him.
No. They weren't.
So,
they're not going to go after him. But that doesn't mean it's some political hack's job to go after him either. It's the people who were wronged in this, and we can all make our statements on why the NRA is absolutely corrupt because they let him get away with all this stuff, and stuff will happen again until there's a complete change of the old guard that's there. But it wasn't her job to go after him. Yeah. It's her job. It's her job to prosecute if somebody comes to her about it. This was just her making a name for herself. Just
your point is absolutely well taken, though. LaPierre was definitely not the only thing wrong with the NRA.
No,
it's the whole system.
No.
And he's just lucky that Jordy's not making him pay back that suit budget, because then he would never be out of debt.
All right. Playing devil's advocate here, though. Just a little, just discussion purposes.
Oh, I guess we know who's getting paid by the NRA.
No, I got paid by Letitia. Letitia sent a check yesterday. But would it be a bad thing at this point if they did put an oversight committee on it for now?
Yeah, because they'll be worse than the NRA. They'll absolutely do everything. I mean, the NRA does do some good stuff, but I still think the whole place needs to be cleaned out. Much like the government does some good stuff, but there's a whole lot of it that needs to be cleaned out.
Yeah.
But I don't want to see government on top of a bad system. You're gonna put a bad system on top of a bad system.
I don't disagree with that at all. But at the same time, I think there needs to be some kind of outside force making them behave for a little bit, and I don't know what that is unless they can elect some new board members. I
think how do you re-elect new board members? But
I said elect. I corrected myself.
I think they should just pick like 20 random members or whatever, and then let them be an oversight.
Have you seen the members of the NRA?
You really think they do worse than LaPierre?
Have you been to the NRA meeting before?
Oh, no, I have not.
I was talking to OB. Yeah.
I think we need more shooting jackets in positions of power.
Yeah.
I got a vest and an orange hat I can wear around.
Mm-hmm. But they do have the money, and they have enough money to do some good. So, I mean, the NRA should not be abolished, But I agree exactly. More government on top of them, are more crooked people on top of the crooked people. NRA ain't gonna help a lot either.
No,
yeah, they're
like pouring gas on a fire at that point. Really,
they're not going to be there. They're not going to be there to straighten up the NRA. They're going to be there to sink it.
Yeah,
well,
totally get rid of it.
That's really what
they their hands out.
That's not what they're supposed to be. But we know how the government works, and especially depending on where they're appointed from. And
okay, now Chessboard says it needs another Charlton Heston.
I
don't know about that.
Yeah, another high-paid Hollywood actor to be the spokesperson who had absolutely no power whatsoever actually in the organization.
Now, Fiend Dog says Keanu Reeves for president of the NRA.
Oh,
that might work. At least he can shoot a gun.
Yeah, but do you have any idea what his actual stance on the 2A is?
Running
he's friends with Taryn, so probably hookers and blow on a party bus.
Yep, that's his stance on that. Might be a stance on the 2A. Hasn't he been married to like the same woman for like 40 years? So
that does not stop.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You're right.
Now,
I did hear a deal that, like, as far as a person, he takes a lot of his salary and has from like a long time ago, and pays like just the lower paid people on the movie sets a lot of money. I don't know if that's true or not, but
G-Web says the best way to change any membership organization is to not join it and not have any voice at all in it. I think there might be a little bit of sarcasm in there. Defense Dad says
so it's definitely not sarcasm.
Just put Nugent in charge, Defense Dad.
That's already been floated before and it never passes.
Actually, Nugent I would probably take because he's pretty much a 2A absolutist.
Yeah. It's also pretty much batshit nuts, but
then
again,
sometimes you need batshit nuts. You ever try to get over a rough breakup? The best thing to do that is batshit crazy. She will change your life.
What if she's the batshit crazy one?
Sometimes you need the Joker to take out somebody.
Yeah, I can see him at the board meeting. Ted, you can't be shooting flaming arrows in here.
Ted will be like, bullshit, I can't watch this. Hey, y'all, watch this.
Now, Minnie Wayne.
The best part is he won't even be drunk when doing it.
Minnie Wayne is out there saying me for Prez.
That seemed like it popped up awful fast.
It did. Let's see. Abby says, let the NRA sit around for the shit libs to punch on while GOA and FPC do the real work. Don't think you want to throw the baby out with the bathwater, but we've had that discussion before. G-Web says, Nugent had his thugs attack me at NRA show 2009. He hates it 2A. Well, let's go on to the next story.
Now, I will say that I do like FPC's approach to detractors. I do quite enjoy their postings.
So we have another article here. You might enjoy this one. A best-selling author blasts FUD thinking in anti-video game gun talk. All right. This is by Tom Knighton, and he says, long before I wrote about the Second Amendment, I was a gun guy. A fellow gun guy suggested I check out an author named Larry Correia and his best-selling Monster Hunter International series. I didn't have anything to read at the time, so I picked up the first book and gave it a read. I've been a fan of Larry's ever since. For those familiar with Larry Correia's online presence, to say he doesn't suffer fools is putting it kind of mildly. He only blocks people when they get boring, instead preferring to mock his opponents. He doesn't back down when he thinks he's right. But over on his personal Facebook page, he recently posted something about how older folks in the gun community need to adjust their attitudes toward the younger generation. Language warning, however. And Mr. Correia says, I've got to address a really idiotic take that I see from gun guys a lot. And that's crying about video games. As in some angsty bullshit like, those kids with the tactical dots and lights and shit think this is Call of Duty, but they ain't respecting the real-life experience of us elders.
He must have been hanging out on the Wilson Combat page.
They're almost always old, and they're almost always stagnant in their shooting, but think they're all that in a bag of chips. First off, there's a 100% chance this dude also whines about us losing the culture war, while he bitches about video games like we're still living in 1995, where video games aren't a mega huge industry. Big games crush hit movies by orders of magnitude, and it's a totally mainstream activity for kids and adults. I hate to break it to you old grumpy bastards. Stuff like Call of Duty has turned more normies into gun people over the last 20 years than anything the NRA has done, which, side note, is another reason Wayne LaPierre pissed me off, with his blaming crime on violent video games like we're effing Tipper Gore crying about rock music or something. And I'm happy to see his corrupt and totally out of touch quizzling ass get the boot.
Yeah. 5.7 wouldn't exist if it wasn't for video games.
Video games are a huge business, and a lot of pro-gun people also play video games. They shoot in real life and play games during the time they can't go to the range for whatever reason. And yes, a lot of people played Call of Duty, then started looking up the guns. For the record, they never shot up a mall, school, or public event either. And as for Larry calling out Wayne LaPierre on a video game thing, let's just note that as video games gained in popularity, the homicide rate went down. Correlation isn't causation or anything, but causation should lead to correlation. It didn't. And we're going on to quote here. And those 20-year-old kids you're crying about who've reliably had anti-gun propaganda crap rammed down their throats their entire lives by TV and movies and school and everything around them can also identify every single evil black rifle on a well-stocked gun store wall by its in-game name, and they are super fucking pumped when they get the opportunity to shoot one in real life. If you elitist assholes would get off your elitist FUD ass and actually show them. I sold hundreds of guns to hundreds of noobs this way, and it friggin' rocked. And most of those guys ended up being pro-gun for the rest of their lives. And more importantly, pro-gun where it counts on the stuff the antis are actually trying to ban, unlike the old snob bastards who'd been fine with banning ARs as long as the government leaves their classic wooden deer rifle alone. And thank God that generation of assholes are finally dying off, because putting up with their snooty shit for the last 30 years has driven me mad. But games aren't real life? Well, no shit, Sherlock. Only the straw men in your imagination actually think that. They're not training. They're an entertainment medium which makes our thing look awesome. John Wick isn't real life either, but it sold a lot of fucking guns. And not that these old bastards will admit it, but most of them at some point got influenced by culture too, which is why they bought their first musket, because it was the same one Davy Crockett used. Hell if I know. The point is that they're usually really fucking old. Not that there's anything wrong with being old. I'm getting there myself. The problem is being stagnant. Get out of your comfort zone, dork. Be a flowing stream, not a muck pond covered in lily pads.
I think he actually meant boomer. Get out of your comfort zone, boomer.
And this is the part that's likely to rustle a few jimmies. That said, they're jimmies that need to be rustled a bit. Let's remember that a lot of the people between Gen X and the 20-somethings don't just play video games, but also serve multiple tours in Iraq and or Afghanistan. They played video games on their downtime, then hunted insurgents for real. It didn't make them soft, and it didn't make them into violent homicidal maniacs. But when older folks, and as Gen X I mean older than me, start lamenting the video game generation, what they're doing is gatekeeping. They're telling those younger folks that they're not welcome in the same community as their self-appointed betters. People need community. Without it, people don't do well. They'll seek it out, and if they don't conform, they'll subconsciously try to fit in, including shaping their views on things like the right to keep and bear arms. Pushing them out of the community because you simply don't understand the allure of a given entertainment medium, and yes, that's what it is, and no one thinks otherwise, is idiotic. But he doesn't have to be so aggressive about it, someone might say, which would be hilarious because Larry's been told that before. Usually it's some leftist dipstick who will call him a racist, sexist, homophobic, evil person, but he's the one who's supposed to be nice about everything. Look, the truth is, we all need the help we can get, and we need a younger generation to step up and help out. If video games is what gets them into wanting to protect the right to keep and bear arms, then fine. I honestly celebrate that, and I hope it happens more often. So lighten up, Francis. Let people like things, especially if it brings them into the gun community. What do you think about that?
I didn't know Gen X was old.
Yeah, it's the same old. Yeah, we're pretty old.
Yeah.
It's the same old thing. This has been going on since time immemorial. The old people think that, whatever the young people are doing is either evil or stupid or whatever. That's, it was Dungeons and Dragons, it was Black Sabbath, and then it was video games, and now it's still video games. It's just,
well, as a few of us are Gen X's on here, or maybe most of us, but I think we do have a boomer on here on this show, and I don't think he feels that way either. So
there's also a millennial on the panel.
Who you call him boomer?
It's not none of us.
I might represent that remark. No, I do not.
Because I just missed it by 1 year. So
yeah.
Boomers. You know about Guns and Barbecues in here, or you're just going to keep him hanging out in the green? I mean, I'm fine if he just.
Oh, I didn't see he was out there. Well, let's welcome Guns and Barbecue, who also says Rich was wrong. Hello.
How's it going? I got a phone replacement finally. Back when I broke mine over a year ago.
Oh, I remember.
Actually, when I was on the show. But so I had to upload an avatar, and the first thing I come across to upload was the Rich was wrong thing. I was like, cool. So I went to upload my regular Guns and Barbecue logo, and apparently I'm not logged into StreamYard, so it will only let me have this for now. So I was like, that's kind of fun.
Well, it's better than nothing. That's for darn sure.
That's what I figured.
Well, we're glad to have you. Sorry I made you wait.
That's all right. You were
I
reading.
didn't hear
You're doing important stuff.
Yeah, I was off on another screen. I didn't hear the little beep.
I don't
So-
think there was a little
No,
beep.
That's what happens with boomers. They get old, the hearing starts to go.
That's it. That and the brains and everything else. You know?
Boomers are hard of hearing. You know how it goes.
Oh, any other comments on this article? Yeah, we pretty much slammed the Fudds.
Round Violet.
Round of Violet? Okay.
Mm-hmm. File 13. Got a boomer out there upset about us doing the boomer stuff.
Uh-huh.
Let's see. G-Web says, so many boomers are online commanding millions of ears in 2024 this cutting edge video games. And earlier than that, he said, people who complain about video games are fake news. This is hardly an issue, just more fear core BS distraction. And then he says, in 10 years, this author will be catching up to we shouldn't forgive the old people who still have rights and you might learn something from them. Justin Grimm says, almost 50 and when going into a gun store when younger, there were always Fudds, same with gun shows.
Still is.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yep.
A lot of the Fudds run the gun shops, believe it or not. There's some of that out there. All right. Well, let's go on. I think we got time for one more article. It's my show. We'll make time for one more article. And in the good news category, the Louisiana Senate approves constitutional carry bill. Yeah, this is Cam Edwards, and he says Louisiana lawmakers are wasting no time in their latest attempt to enshrine constitutional carry into law. A special session on crime and public safety kicked off on Monday, and just 4 days into the session, the state Senate overwhelmingly approves Senator Blake Miguez's legislation that would allow lawful gun owners to carry without the need for a government-issued permission slip. The 28-10 vote fell on mostly party lines on Thursday afternoon, with Republicans in favor and Democrats opposed.
What?
Yeah. Can you believe it?
No.
Shocking.
Absolutely shocking.
Given that Louisiana would be the 28th state to adopt the measure, the arguments heard during floor debate are already familiar to Second Amendment advocates. Okay. And quoting here, the Second Amendment is our God-given right to bear arms and defend our families, said GOP State Senator Blake Miguez, who wrote the concealed carry bills approved in this chamber. No more begging the government to get permission to protect what's ours. Miguez and other Republicans argued that criminals ignore gun requirements. Really? They do? And that law-abiding citizens should be allowed to carry concealed weapons without a permit to protect themselves. Democrats say the measure could lead to more gun violence and jeopardize public safety. This is by far one of the most dangerous pieces of legislation that's about to pass out of the building. Democratic Senator Roy
Blood in the
Stewart
streets. It's like the Wild West out there. What else have we got? People be just killing each other. Did we not get to those yet? Or no?
No, haven't got to that yet. Two
Okay.
Live Moose out there, by the way.
Yeah.
Screw that guy. It's a fun fact. This Blake Miguez, or however you pronounce his last name, is actually really, really good competition shooter. Like extremely good competition shooter. Like pro.
So you know him personally?
No, but I know who he is.
Thanks to Google, or you knew that beforehand?
I knew that before.
Oh, wow. You are the man. Duplessis cited a letter from the Louisiana Fraternal Order of Police which opposes the bill. The letter says permits are a clear mechanism for tracking and regulating concealed firearms. Let me repeat that. A clear mechanism for tracking and regulating concealed firearms. And removing the process could increase the likelihood of firearms ending up in the possession of those who pose a danger to themselves. Wow. Duplessis's duplicitors argument. God, say that 3 times.
They
Ignores.
can't.
You want to try it?
No, I have a problem with S's, so I'm not going to do it. You can.
The argument ignores the fact that dozens of states have already adopted constitutional carry laws, and none of them have seen an explosion in violent crime or general anarchy. 6 of Ohio's 8 largest cities saw declines in homicides and violent crimes in the first year that constitutional carry was in effect, while cities like Atlanta and Miami saw double-digit declines in homicides last year. It's true that New Orleans and several other Louisiana cities have violent crime rates that are above the national average, but if anything, that's just evidence that requiring lawful gun owners to obtain a carry license has no impact on violent offenders, who could care less whether or not they're legally carrying when they commit an armed robbery, carjacking, or drive-by shooting. Miguez is right that criminals are ignoring the existing law, and I imagine they'll continue to do so when constitutional carry is in place as well. That's why constitutional carry isn't the only bill under consideration in a special session. Lawmakers are also looking to increase the penalties for certain crimes, establishing that 17-year-olds who are charged with a felony are automatically tried as adults, and eliminating parole for many future offenders. Of course, Democrats object to, let's read this. GOP State Rep Debbie Valeo, who authored the bill, said that under Louisiana's current system, inmates are released after serving a fraction of their sentence. Yeah, that happens, leaving victims and the public confused and sorely disappointed. For those of you who believe parole should be for a person 18 years or older who commits a heinous crime, there's likely very little I can say that will make a difference. We simply disagree, Valeo said during a hearing Wednesday in a legislative committee, which advanced the bill. The proposal now heads to the House floor for debate. Of course, Democrats opposed to Valeo's bill, too. They'd rather get tough on lawful gun owners than violent criminals. But the voters of Louisiana have chosen a very different path, one that respects the right to keep and bear arms, while ensuring that the perpetrators of violent crime face stiff consequences for their actions. That's a smart and constitutionally sound approach to public safety, and Louisianans will be better off once these bills, including constitutional carry, are signed into law by Governor Jeff Landry.
So they have a supermajority in both houses.
Sounds like it.
They do, and they're very, very pro-gun, and this is going to be this is already a done deal. See, it's passed twice before, and Edwards, with the former governor, vetoed it both times. So now you've got a very pro-gun governor who's going to sign it. So it's a done deal, basically.
Oh, looky here. We have a super chat from Ron Wayne.
Right, you got to do it. Get it?
Oh, where is it? Here it is. That's right. I got to go full screen because I dropped it.
Oh Jesus!
Oh no!
Is this,
Son of a Buick
is this your
Chrysler.
first time?
Here we go.
It would be better if you actually put his mouth to your mic.
Yeah.
Yeah, that might work better.
Yes. No, it'd be even better if you actually put his mouth to your mouth and made it look like you were kissing him while you were doing that. Okay, that was just creepy. Never mind.
That was pretty creepy. All right. G-Webs wants to know, how come I can't thumb up your super chat? I don't know if all channels have access to that. I've noticed on some chats I can, other chats I can't, so I think they must be just
You can
rolling
thumb
that
up
out.
super chats?
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
deal on some chats now. They actually have a thumb up on super chats.
Yeah, I watched a G show the other day where he was doing that.
Okay, let's see.
Do it now.
Do what now?
What are we doing? Oh, we're already giving it away?
You
Giving
wanna do the
give it away
giveaway?
now?
Well, we can't do that yet because we've got to do a couple things here first. Because first we got to talk about, and Snob mentioned it earlier. It's Friday, right? And Friday, of course, means
Free Patch Tuesday.
It's
Taco Wednesday.
If I could find the ticker, I'd tell you about it. Or maybe I don't. I thought I had a ticker. Where did it go? Here it is. It says that Gear Websites is your source for every Second Matters gun channels gear.
What happens if I press this end stream button?
Bad things. Ammo ID and more. They have patches, stickers, and other items, and every Friday is Free Patch Friday at gearwebsites.com. I'm sure you've heard of it, but I told you a little bit about it.
Oh, snap. 5 free patches for all orders this weekend.
Wow. So let's hear from the guy himself.
GearWebsites.com is your source for firearms-based playing cards and books. We also have mugs, shirts, and posters with designs that we've made live. Of course, we have patches. Every Friday is Free Patch Friday. We appreciate your support. Thank you for shopping at GearWebsites.com.
That's right. So you buy cool stuff at GearWebsites.com, and you'll get 5 free patches this weekend.
Wow.
Nice. How can you pass that up, folks?
Dang.
Answer, you can't.
Can't do it.
You can't do it.
No, but
It would, to pass up a deal like that would be a cold-blooded thing to do, don't you think?
Yeah.
I think it'd be a very cold-blooded thing to do. But speaking of cold blood,
Lizard Larry's got something for you, Lizard Larry. Gonna give it to you, Lizard Larry. Gonna give it to you. Large prostate won't slow him down, chasing grandmas all over town. Got a sidekick named George the Cat. Lizard Larry's got something for you, Lizard Larry. Gonna give it to you, Lizard Larry. Gonna give it to you.
sound like somebody blowing their nose, man.
Do it now.
All right. So,
do it now.
Where's our
you want me to do my thing?
Yeah, do your thing.
Oh, well, I thought you just resorted to playing the thing.
You play the music, then you does the thing. You know.
Hold on, I got to take a drink here. Give me just 1 second.
Have a drink on me.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's that time of the night. It's the time you've been waiting for. Yes, you. I'm pointing at you. You've been waiting for this.
Me?
We're going to have an amazing giveaway tonight, I hear. Is this all in the same giveaway, Gizzard? Or is this like...
Yeah, we're going to do it all in the same giveaway.
Travis P.
All right. So it's going to be so amazing. It's going to be incredible. You're not going to believe this giveaway. He's practically giving everything he owns to you, the one lucky winner. That's right, to you. Isn't this amazing?
To me?
I mean, I can't wait. No, to you.
Oh,
out there in the chat.
Oh,
to me?
Or over there. Possibly. Did you put hashtag FT252 in the side chat? Because that's how you get entered. That's all you have to do. You don't have to buy nothing. We're not selling raffle tickets. We're not selling chances. This isn't a lottery. Literally, all you have to do is type hashtag FT252 in the chat. And just magically, this thing will appear on the screen. Obnoxious will say, do it now. And then it'll go, and then boom, it'll show Travis T's name on the screen. That's how it works. So what do we have for him tonight, Gizzard?
Oh, all kinds of stuff, man. All kinds of stuff. I just noticed I got through the whole program. We don't have a logo up in the corner.
We didn't need it. We don't need no stinking logos.
No.
Let's go ahead and put the Aegis logo up there because, of course, this is Aegis Gun Care Week. And tonight's winner will receive, on top of everything else, a cleaner and lubricant combo kit from the good folks at Aegis Gun Care. That's
Can we hold on? I need to address the blind guy in the room.
Okay, address him.
And whoever's dying also. But the blind guy needs to realize that he typed hashtag FT252 in the private chat, not in the public chat.
Yeah, that won't work.
I know.
What a maroon.
100% knew what I did.
What a maroon.
And whoever's dying, I think, is in Rich's vicinity.
My daughter.
Oh, she's a nice person. Keep her alive.
Rich's mute button broke.
So tonight's winner is going to receive a Fowl Territory.
Wait, that's the same as always.
A Gizzard Gary channel sticker.
I thought this was an incredible giveaway.
Well, we're just getting started here, man. Give me time.
Oh, okay.
I got to build up to this. I can't just shoot my whole wad all at once here. You're going to win the Gizzard Gary Reviews sticker, the smaller version. You're also going to get the glitter version of the Gizzard Gary sticker.
Holy cow, now that is special.
Yeah, it's special. Look at that glitter, man. Isn't that cool?
Right from the stripper's house.
And
I didn't know they made grandma strippers. That's incredible.
You're going to get a Gizzard Gary magnet. That's right. A magnet. Don't forget the Fowl Territory thumbnail sticker. You're going to get that. All right. So what else do we have here? We have a couple things here from DM Foss. We have the Donut Pseudo Way of the Hole sticker. And then we have the Papa Smurf sticker. Super cool. Super cool. Now, here's something I don't know if I've ever given this away, but it's kind of cool, too.
Cloud Defensive.
There you go. And how about, you may have heard of this company, because I hear they have the fastest sights in any light. That would, of course, be XS Sights.
You know what people missed out on last weekend? An awesome
President's Day sale, 30% off.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
they missed that. They should have.
I just put a set of XS sights on my VP9, which sucks with those little plastic tabs that they have on the side of the slide in that thing. Stupid.
I've got a set of XS sights to put in the gun, and I can't find them at the moment.
The gun or the sights?
The sights.
Or your contraceptives.
How about from Savivi? You may have heard of them. They make knives and shit.
Oh, I think I have like 18 Savivi boxes over there on top of my safe, and they all have knives in them.
Oh, dadgummit. I only got like 15.
Sticker from Trailblazer Firearms. Imagination, integrity, and innovation. Yeah.
Got something for you.
How about, if I can get the thing, here it is.
How you like
Armaspec.com. How about feeding your firearm with Aguila ammunition?
Aguila?
Something like that.
Okay.
And then let's get totally radical with radicalfirearms.com. Everyone wants to be a cowboy until
Did you dig into like the Houston NRAM file to find some of these stickers?
Maybe, possibly. How about a new sticker from Lock Grips?
Got something for you.
And how about a company that just released a new product today, Live Free Armory? That's right. And then how about Sylvan Arms? We got all kinds of arms here, man.
Got more arms than an octopus going
That's
on right there.
We've got Palmetto State Armory sticker.
Oh,
here.
I bet you can get some arms there.
I'll bet you can. Bet you can. And then we've got Loophold. So you can see what you're shooting. Then I don't think I've ever given one of these stickers away, but it's kind of cool. It says, shoot fast, die last. Angstad Arms. How about that? That's quite a lineup of stickers right there. And let's see, I got one more big sticker here. And it is almost a bumper sticker. It says, gunowners.org shall not be infringed. I don't know if Night Strike made that or not. So we've got some patches too. patches. You guys like patches, right?
Stinking patches.
Is that
How
an
about a
Anderson
patch
manufacturing
from
patch over there?
SHOT Show 2024 from Palmetto State Armory? Yeah. Give you the new stuff.
When did that
Year
happen?
of freedom?
Yeah, freedom. And then
I won't let you down.
I'm going to pony up another patch from Anderson
Oh, I've seen a few
Manufacturing.
there.
See what I did there?
Nice.
Yeah. Now this is going to probably cause my
Quit
panel
horsing
to.
around.
This will cause my panel to have a mild heart attack, but trust me, I have duplicates of both these patches. So I'm going to give away my second copy of the Mountain Billy Gun Lab.
Nice.
Ooh.
Fun fact, that used to be We Won Tactical, which used to
Yes.
be the
To be-
JR-15. Or
No,
wait,
it used to be JR-15, which used to
which
be We
used
Won
to
Tactical.
be We Won Tactical.
That's right. And
All
then
because of our wonderful, wonderful.
another
politicians.
cool patch from Gideon Optics.
Ooh, that's the mic patch.
Well, it looks like Mike.
So yeah, you're getting 4 very
Isn't that
cool.
Steve? Isn't that Sarge?
Kind of does look like Sarge.
Yeah,
doesn't
it looks like Sarge.
it?
Sarge
It
could
does.
actually probably play that off as his patch.
He could probably
Mhm.
do it. Yeah.
Because they don't know how tall each of them are. And
Needs a new logo, man. And that'd be a pretty cool giveaway in and of itself, but it's my 3,000
But wait,
subscriber
there's
giveaway.
more.
But wait, there's more. That's right. It'll take out your stains out of your carpet, out of your linoleum, your tile floors, your wood floors, whatever you need. It'll clean it right up, folks. That's right. We got more.
Say what? Dice. Will it still cut a tomato after this?
Oh, absolutely. It'll cut a tomato after you scrub your tile floor with it.
Since 3,000 subs, you're gonna need a bag to keep all this stuff in.
Are
So
you
you're
gonna
gonna get
put
this
that cat
bag.
over there? I see a cat over there. You should put it in the bag.
He could
I wanna
probably
see it.
fit in here, but I'm
Do it.
not
You
giving
see
the
if you can
cat
get
away.
him in there.
Do
Do
it.
it. See if you
Do
can
it.
get him in there.
No stones.
George is like, hell no.
See if you can get him in there, Gizzard. I'll bet you can't do it.
He's gonna come put himself in there.
George is like, I'm coming over there right now.
So you get
I hope he knocks a Gorn down.
oh, on top of
You know
the
what, maybe
patches
you
and
should put him
stickers
in
and
the-
everything,
Oh, there he is. He's on the table. He's on the table again.
you're gonna get this new button, a Gizzard Gary button, 2-inch button.
Nice.
That's
Oh,
right.
This is made
Fancy.
specifically for the Fudds.
Gonna end you, George. You're gonna get, and these 3 things kind of go together. You're going to get a Smith & Wesson watch.
I know where you got
Oh,
those.
man.
Ooh.
Yes, you do. Which might give you a clue to what my bonus gift is. You're going to get a container of Otis firearm wipes.
I thought they were
Nice.
I thought they were dude wipes for a second.
Yeah.
Why you
Don't use those on your bunghole. It stings.
and last but not least, you're going to get this Browning cap. I know you're thinking big deal cap. Well, I don't know if the guys will remember, but this is a special cap because we were celebrating Stan's retirement, and there was one cap that we did something special with.
Oh, nice.
So this has got a bunch of signatures for everybody who is at Wanamaker. So that has all 4 hens on there. Yes, this is an autograph cap.
Sweet.
One of a kind, folks.
Heck yeah.
Super cool.
Wow.
And I might just give away this cat while I'm at it.
Put him in the bag.
Yeah.
Cat in
Put 'em
the
in the
hat
bag.
in the bag.
Oh, I see what you did there.
So we got 30 people in the YouTube
I
chat.
do like green eggs and ham.
Let's bring up, if George will let me, the StreamYard giveaway tool. Let's see. Oh, we got 37 people in there magically.
Some doofus. in the
27 in the chat in the show and 37
30 in the show.
Yeah, 30. Yeah, okay. Yeah, 30.
All right. So, Obi, shall we hit it?
Yeah, do it now.
All right, so good luck, everybody. Somebody's going to get a bundle.
Congratulations, Travis T.
Oh my God!
I knew it. Congratulations, buddy.
Snob, you jinxed it again, man.
Also, forgot to mention I was also giving away a $30 Chick-fil-A gift card with this, too.
Dang, nice.
Because being a 3,000 subscriber giveaway. Now, the question is, Travis T is a channel member. Travis T is a channel member, which means I'm going to up it to $50.
Wow.
Nice.
So, Travis
that means
T.
you can take like 4.5 people to Chick-fil-A for breakfast.
I guess so. So, Travis T is our wiener. You just cleaner. Do your spiel.
Congratulations, Travis T. You won tonight's epic giveaway. Thank you for participating.
You said that with the greatest of sincerity.
I've said it so many times, I don't even feel like it's appropriate to say it anymore.
All right, so he wins all that loot, the Aegis gun care, and a $50 Chick-fil-A gift card. So
honestly, he went through a pretty big dry spell there.
Oh yeah, it's been like 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Sarge says, so you add the $50 gift card after Travis T won? No, I forgot to mention it earlier.
Oh, quote unquote.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot.
Well, in all fairness, that's only Travis getting half his money back.
Mm-hmm. Who sent Sarge a link anyways?
Yeah, who let him in here? Well, congratulations, Travis.
He saw his likeness on that patch, and he just,
All right. So.
Yeah, there's people coming out with entries on every social media spot there was, man.
I'm just gonna have Travis T enter for me from now on.
Yeah, you should. Let's just all change our name to Travis T. That'd make it much easier.
Yeah.
So I'd like to say hello at this time to Sarge at C4 Defense. Good evening, Sarge.
Screw that guy.
Hello.
Somebody's wanting to know if you had Travis's address.
I may. I know he's won before.
In all seriousness, what's his win percentage? Like 50%?
You're gonna make me bring up
99.9.
Like
he has won better than 10% of every giveaway I've had.
10.
I do believe that's true.
I think we need to look at that data.
But how long has he been a channel member?
Well, I don't know that.
Well, I mean, roughly, because I heard that, or maybe not even a channel member, but the longer you're on somebody's streams, continuously, some reason I've heard people say that it betters your odds. I don't know if there's any truth in that.
I guess
know that, but
he must have been Gizzard's first viewer.
Travis T has won 20. This will be his 21st win, and this is
in how long?
Well, since I started the show.
But when did he start watching?
Well, his first win was episode 27, so he's been watching a long time.
He's an OG. Yeah.
So Travis has got, this will be 21, you say?
Yes.
How many times have I won, Gizzard?
You have won. You have never won.
Oh. Even by random chance. Oh, excuse me. Wait a minute. Random chance.
Random.
Right.
Hey, Gizzard.
There.
We also have to take into account that it wasn't always the picker wheel. I mean, it was a trivia question.
Yeah, it was a trivia question.
And there for a while,
27.
Gizzard could have even say the question fully, and Kingpin would have the answer. And it's like, what in the world is going on here?
Okay.
So
how about
Travis
this?
T has won
How about since
21, and I've won 0. Right there is my luck in a nutshell.
Is Travis T and Kingpin the same person?
No.
Are we sure?
We're positive. How about how many times has he won since it became random? 21? 20?
I don't remember exactly
19?
what episode it was that happened, to tell you the truth.
Just check your spreadsheet.
I don't think I have that on there.
Sarge, did you see that Sarge patch?
The giveaway tool was first used in 125. Okay. So he won 13 before we started using the giveaway tool. So he's only won 8 since we started using the giveaway tool.
Wow.
He was pretty good at the questions. He already had a commanding lead before we started using the giveaway tool. So that kind of busts that theory.
He's still won 50%.
He's won a few. That's true.
Sarge, did you see Gary's Sarge patch he's giving away tonight?
No.
Oh.
They're saying you look like Mike.
This one.
At least in patch
form.
Yeah. In patch form, you do look kind of like Mike. I don't think you do in person. You're slightly taller.
In Simpsons patch form, you look like.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we have a membership anniversary for gun websites, 31 months. All right, thank you.
What about the rest of us?
Well, you haven't posted your anniversary chats.
We haven't what?
You have to go into YouTube and comment and click the super chat button to post a member milestone. That's how you do that.
So we got to pay to do that.
No,
well, you already have. You're a channel member.
I can't do that from my phone.
Don't know if you can or not.
I don't think you can.
You can, but I don't think you can while you're in the chat.
Yeah, not while I'm in it.
Oh, Rich White, member for 16 months. Post your anniversaries out there, channel members, if you got them. You can only do it once a month, though.
Yeah, I posted mine, I think, last week, so I can't.
Tim Miss says, I actually cheered when Travis T won. See?
And if people don't know how to do that, like if you're on, I don't know about the phone, but on the PC, you'll see the little dollar sign down there. You click that, and down at the bottom, it'll say membership.
It's a free member milestone chat.
Yeah.
And it only cost $1. Imagine that.
Well, don't cost me nothing tonight, though, if you already remember.
Well, you paid for that, right?
You got to fight.
For your right to post member milestone chats? Doesn't really roll off the tongue, does it? Snob, do we have any more left in the show?
Well, we got this one thing we do occasionally.
What's that?
And we usually do it shortly thereafter doing this giveaway thing when we give Travis something. And you usually change that, this Aegis gun killer, you usually change that over and it says, show us your guns up there. And that's the part of the show where people, they send an email or a text or carrier pigeon or, I don't know how you get it there. I was going to say a Morse code, thing, but you can't send a picture in that. So that doesn't work. But there's all kinds of ways, folks. You can get your picture over to Gizzard Gary, and he'll show it on the screen. He'll awkwardly zoom up on a weird part of it, and then we'll talk about it, and then we'll make fun of Gizzard for awkwardly leaving it on the screen too long. But hey, that's what we do here, folks. That's right. It's time for Show Us Your Guns. And in this segment, all you have to do is send an email to gorn@gizzardgary.com. That's right, GORN@gizzardgary.com. Or you can send it a million other ways, like I said previously. Also, make sure you include your channel name in that email. Otherwise, we'll read your email address on the screen. Well, we say that, but then Gizzard never really is willing to do it. He's like, oh, I don't really want to do that. So we don't do it, even though we threaten that we're going to do it. So you don't really have to, but it's recommended. You can also tag the Instagram account.
No,
Fowl
you
Territory.
can't.
Oh, you
No, you can't.
When did that end?
About a month ago, probably one of the shows you missed.
Oh, okay. You can't do
Besides,
that.
that Instagram account no longer exists.
Oh, you got to take it down?
I took it down.
Why?
What?
Because it didn't serve any purpose.
Oh, okay.
So leave it up if it doesn't serve any purpose.
That's fine. You didn't have to. I just didn't realize this. But we do ask that you hold your guns in your hand and take the photo of them in your hand.
That is actually incorrect. That is incorrect.
Thinks it's a gun in your hand live on the screen and they take down the screen. That's how
fake news.
That's how we
Fake
regulate it.
news.
Or don't do that. Put it on
Or
a table.
don't do
Put it next to a lamp. Put it on a rock outside in the creek. I don't know what you do. Put it next to your private water feature. Do whatever you
Please
want.
do not put the barrel in your mouth and
Strap it to your cat.
Yeah. Don't hold it in your mouth. That's a bad look.
Yeah, that's probably bad.
But
well,
yeah, it's that time.
It's that time?
Some advice for those of you on AT&T: you might be better off sending your Gorn in snail mail. You might have a better connection that way.
Might. Well, we actually did have one that came in before the show. Actually, a couple Gorns, and this is from Defense Dad. So he says it's not Gorn, but more corn than it is Gorn. But anyway,
I don't want to see the bottom of his feet.
There's a story behind this, and it says this street racer got cuffed and stuffed right out in front of my store last night and had to leave the car for the tow truck to get. Pics taken with my phone, didn't have my good camera at work.
Oops.
Yeah, let's get a good close-up of this car here. He sent that too. It's a nice car. Bet he was speeding. Boom.
Car smiling like Lightning McQueen.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Ka-chow.
I got my driver a ticket.
What was that?
I never heard Lightning say that. But he's fixing to be paving the roads in Lincoln's all I know.
If you don't stop driving that hot rod Lincoln, that's for sure.
You're going to drive me to drinking if you don't stop driving that hot rod Lincoln.
That's right. Okay, from Nutty, we have this. It's pretty nutty, all right. Actually has 2 or 3. Actually, gosh, he actually sent several pictures, so he may be looking at pictures for a while. That is
A barkeep.
Looks like a barkeep.
Probably a barkeep.
I think it's a barkeep.
Is it color case hardened? I thought all the barkeeps were color case.
There's
Probably a barkeep.
Model 232. Smith & Wesson.
Oh, no.
Yep.
Not a barkeep.
Definitely a
Not a
barkeep.
barkeep.
Definitely not a barkeep.
It's a Model 232.
By Smith & Wesson.
It is.
Oh, it's an H&R. It's an H&R 732 and 32 Smith & Wesson long.
Sweet.
Oh, snap.
Too bad it wasn't a Model 252 because night he would have won a Chick-fil-A dinner.
Okay.
No, his
Gizzard would
name's
announce
Travis
at the last second it's $100 gift card.
Then we have this.
Nice. It's old school bag there. I like it.
How'd they get that gun inside a big giant avocado?
Yeah, I don't know.
Very carefully.
Is that an avocado from Mexico? Ooh, maybe. It's turned.
Wow.
It's not green anymore. It's been left out in the air too long. It's went bad. All right, and picture number 3, and this is a doggone good picture. Serge will appreciate this. It's got a good boy in it.
Nice.
Yep.
Okay.
High brass sales there.
And then we have this. I told you he sent me several. He just went plumb nutty. Did nutty.
That's not a favorite thing.
Night gun can go straight to hell.
A scope on a lever action.
That's terrible.
It's actually Snow's picture.
No, I would never deface my lever action like that.
Okay, and then this.
Sweet.
Like a 28-inch barrel or something.
It's long.
28 or 30. It's hard to find them 30-inch ones.
28, 29, whatever it takes.
Yeah.
And then this.
See, that also makes my eye twitch. Your magazine tube sticking out past your barrel bugs me. I know a lot of people do it. It just bugs me.
It's got an underbite.
Yeah. My 870's got extended mag on it like that.
I like the magazine extension. I just like the barrels to be cut even with them.
Yeah.
Don't have barrel envy.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Dang, man. Stevens 220, 12 gauge, 175 bucks.
And here's some mushrooms.
Oh, flowers.
Sweet. That's what I call art right there.
That's right.
When you first glance at them, they almost look like some of those old-fashioned donuts.
Kinda.
Kinda, sorta. Then we have this little tour section for Snob.
Oh, he's defending his choice of putting the shorter barrel on with the fact that he couldn't find any barrels at the time he got that barrel. So I guess we'll accept it. You don't have to answer to me. I just said it bothers me. Personal preference, not my gun, so it doesn't make any difference. Make yourself happy.
Well, that's true. Okay, that's the end of it on that one. And so then, let's see. Alaska 1, Andy is next. With the Ruger Precision Rifle. 6.5 Creedmoor.
Nice.
All right. And then we have one here from Hillbilly. And Hillbilly says, my only grandson is a fan of Gizzard Gary and Fowl Territory. Someone must have tried to infringe on his freedom.
He's 3 years old. My son-in-law sent me that today.
I love it.
He's going to keep doing that for every picture now for the rest of his life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because everybody laughed.
I love it.
Number 1.
Okay. And then Justin Grimm. And he's going to do a meme. He said, ordered a Gen X bomb shelter today.
This gets me right in the feels.
Yep.
Right in the feels. All these people worried about these school shootings that, they keep inflating the numbers on. Motherfuckers, we had to hide out under our desks in case a nuclear weapon was dropping on us.
Yeah, because that's going to protect you, by golly.
Well, if it got really bad, you went out into the hallway.
Yeah. Yeah, the hallway was. At least
Kneel
you're all
down
going
and
to
put
die
your hands
together
over
out
your
in the
head,
hallway,
yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, if it was a real threat, we went down to the basement because at least when I was in middle school, because we actually had a bomb shelter in the basement.
Put your science book over your head and get out in the hallway.
Yep.
That nuclear bomb that's dropping.
Fun fact, that's also what we did for tornado drills.
Yeah.
Okay,
They didn't have tornado drills.
This is Hillbilly again with the Heritage Rancher.
Had a barkeep? Looks like a barkeep.
Probably a
It's a
barkeep.
Heritage Rancher, or at least
Probably
part of
barkeep.
one.
Rancher.
I only see barkeep
Definitely.
size.
I think it's a barkeep.
I think you missed part of your gun there, buddy. Did you have Snob take that picture for you?
What's it setting on? Just nothing? Just floating?
It's a tree stump or like a 4-foot high tree that
I don't
cut
see
down,
anything.
and I ain't dug the stump out
floating. Floating.
Okay. And then we have Ron 2A Matters. And he sends us this. We're getting all kinds of email going tonight.
Because I announced it different. It's in a shockwave right down there.
It looks like a barkeep. Is it a barkeep?
It's a shocker.
yet.
Okay. And then we have this from John Brown Productions. I'm going to turn this on its side so it's a little easier to see before I put it on the screen.
That's what she said.
She did? Okay. Anyway, there's what John sent us.
Nice.
A couple of Glock 40s.
Yep. Those are nice.
I just remembered what the best drill was when I was in school.
Power
Going
drill?
outside for fire drills when it was single digits. We weren't allowed to go outside at recess when it was in the single digits, but by God, you were going outside for that fire drill.
All right. And then we have some stuff here from Obnoxious One.
Never heard of her.
So this is the first one.
It's my Kiger 9C Pro. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that, baby. Look at that sweet ass Civivi knife, though.
That's a sweet ass knife. Sweet ass gun and a sweet ass knife. All right.
What else you got?
What else have I got? I'm
Mhm.
getting there. I'm getting there. These are a little slower when you go through these. So I have to hit 15,000 things.
It's so you can savor them.
That's right. Savor this.
Mm-hmm. I really like this one. I do wish I'd gotten just the regular 19 size frame though, so it'd be a little more conducive to carrying it.
Nomad.
Big old Justice 2 on there.
Great big one.
My tactical pontoon trigger. Treat yourselves, boys.
All right.
Treat
well, now
yourself.
you're going to have to treat yourself to this, because this is next.
Boom. Shayla Tech. That's my full size P365.
That's a nice picture.
How do you get the stick on the side of that rock?
Just a little bit of glue.
Just lick the side of it and stick it up there.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty much
Licking
how you do
stick.
it.
Yeah, like a postage stamp, yeah.
Okay.
I think Guns and Water is asking you what grips you had on that.
What, the Shayla Tech?
I
Those are-
assume I just seen it in the side chat.
Yeah, those come with it. They make them.
What kind of
G10.
grips does this have on it?
She's got a little better grip since she got her nails trimmed.
Better grip than my dog has.
Look at her. Look at her just
Also
sleeping.
got more legs than your dog has.
I was going to say, this one has 4-wheel drive instead of 3-wheel drive.
Look at her just sleeping up there with her head on a pillow. Spoiled ass dogs.
Looks pretty comfy.
Mm-hmm.
Taking it easy. All right.
She's had a hard life.
I can tell.
Yeah, she's got to poop outside. She only gets fed twice a day.
So we got this in the email from Rougarou, and it says Diet Coke gas tube.
Okay.
Interesting. Very interesting. All right, so we've got some stuff here. I presume this is Gorn. Snob sent it earlier. He didn't say it wasn't Gorn. That's the rule. If he doesn't say
That's
it wasn't
corn, if it's the one I saw. Oh, no, that's corn.
That is a new Frontline series.
Nice.
7.5.
I thought that was a post.
It is a post. It's corner post. It's actually a gate post.
Did you scratch this one too?
No.
It's good.
Give it time.
It really does look like it's doing a balancing act there.
It was, and it was pretty windy today, and it did fall off once, but I caught it. I set it up there, got it balanced, went to get my phone out of my pocket, and it goes whoop! I reached up and grabbed it real quick and set it back up and took a picture.
Yeah, that post was cut just perfect for that.
Not using the N50 anymore?
Not today. I was in a hurry.
And then we have this.
Corn.
Mm-hmm. That's Mystic's new. Hopefully, doesn't have a magnet ride.
It's white, that's for sure.
Glacier white pearl.
Looks white to me.
Pearl.
Did you name her Pearl?
No.
So we got this from Sarge. So we've got the GOA, Gun Owners Advocacy and Leadership Summit, coming up in Knoxville, Tennessee, August the 7th through the 18th, 2024. That's right.
For all you soccer fans out there.
Football?
No, soccer. Don't score goals in football.
You got field goals.
Those are field goals, not just goals.
And in football, they also have life goals.
And goalpost. But anyway, so we got some people going to this, maybe, kind of, possibly. Possibly, maybe. Coming up in August. Guess Sarge isn't going to talk about it.
I'll be there.
Oh, okay.
It's in Knoxville.
So I'm just going to walk over.
That's practically in your backyard, so yeah. You could stop by Smoky Mountain Knife Works on the way.
That is true. It's only a couple exits away.
Get you one of those toad stickers.
You can go to their new location for their gun store too while you're at it.
What one?
Oh, you don't know about Smoky Mountain Gun Works?
It's not the name of it.
Yeah,
That's a separate business that operates inside of it, and they do have 2 locations.
Yeah, they just opened a new one in Knoxville this year.
Yeah, I've been there.
The end of last year. It was recently.
Smoky Mountain Guns and Ammo is what it is. It operates within, separate, but within.
Yep. I was just talking
Separate
to
but
them
equal?
at the Great American
Poetry?
Outdoor Show about it.
I don't know. It might be like the little less than equal sign, whatever it is.
Well, the location is supposed to be pretty big, they were saying.
It is. A lot of it's got, I mean, they got a lot of stuff. Don't get me wrong, but it's like half hunting clothing, and then the other half is some guns and accessories. But it's a pretty big store.
Okay, so now we have this. Boom.
Boom.
That's hopefully what I'm going to get here in the next little bit to do a video on. Anderson Manufacturing Frontline with quad rail.
Got to make sure I have my 6-second timer on so I don't.
It wasn't. You definitely exceeded it.
I don't know. Something about a quad rail just gets me excited still.
I'm looking forward to it. Look at it.
I know everybody says they're ugly and bulky and heavy and they're uncomfortable. I don't care. Something about a quad rail is just awesome.
Well, to be fair, so are most of us in this chat.
Mm-hmm.
Heavy and bulky and uncomfortable.
It's hurtful.
You didn't say untrue, and I said most of us.
I just said it was hurtful.
Okay. And then one last one here.
You said this one for like 4.5 seconds.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Gorlami.
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 Say it again. Gorlami.
Okay, Ron Wayne's turn. And you know when Ron Wayne
Margaretti.
When Ron Wayne sends Gorn, he sends Gorn. There's your barkeep.
That's definitely a barkeep.
That's a barkeep.
It looks like a barkeep. I guess they aren't color cased, they're brass.
Oh, mine's not that color. I have a barkeep.
Which are barkeeps?
$1.50.
Yeah.
Margariti. Gizzard doesn't get that reference.
Nope.
I watched that tonight. That's why I said that.
I watch that every time it's on.
This is from Justin Grimm, and he says, "Don't let George fool you."
More like cheat
Also,
out.
Also, how that bag would have worked if you'd tried it.
I like that. Okay, and then Ozzy jumps in the fray with this. It's a Sig Sauer P320X10 loaded with Underwood Extreme Defender, 10 millimeter.
Is that a really big gun or a really small muffin tray? What is that?
It's not a muffin tray. It's a bit holder.
Oh, yeah. That's what
Those
it is.
Those are different size Phillips screwdriver
holding
bits.
Those safety bits.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You do get screwed with those.
Complete with O-Light.
That one includes a destructive device.
It does. All right.
So do your shorts.
That's true.
See what I did there?
You get extra points for that, by God. Want to remind everybody that after this program is the weekly 2A wrap-up on the gun
Is that after this
website
program?
channel. Do what?
Is that after this program?
It's after this program.
Like directly after? Like, is this going to redirect to it?
I think I set it up. I can't remember. I think I did. If not, you can manually go over to the gun websites channel, or you can go over to the Daily Gun Show channel. So it'll be on either one. But you don't want to miss it. I can't remember whether I set it up or not. Sometimes when I set the stream up, he doesn't have it out there yet for me to link to, unless I remember to go in and do it that day, which I did not.
Oh my gosh, you have failed.
So, may have failed. G-Webs, thank you for the link each week. Gizzard Gary, you are welcome. And on that note, it's about 5 minutes till, so let's go ahead and segue. Hold on. Oh, that's not a picture. Okay. Let's go ahead and segue to our last segment. And that would be the What Did You Learn?
No stones if you don't put that on the screen.
I will
Did you
not.
swallow your mic or what?
I had to turn my headphones around because the charger port where it's located to the cord.
So
they were
in
going
this
dead.
in this portion
I give up.
in this portion of the program, I go through each of my panelists and I ask them a question. What did you learn? And then after they answer, then they have a chance to plug their channel and whatever they have coming up in the coming few days. So we will start with my co-host, Obnoxious One. What did you learn?
I learned that Sarge knows the third most Italian.
Gorlami.
What have you got coming up, Obi?
Stuff and things. Things and stuff.
Cool stuff and cool things?
Yeah.
You should watch. You should subscribe to Obnoxious One.
And is this better?
On YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, OnlyFans, and wherever Obnoxious One is, you should go.
Ornery fans.
Ornery fans. There you go. I was close.
I'll just sit here and look at the wall so this cord is long enough to reach.
Promise.
Plug in. I can't look at the screen really because this cord will pull out.
It's a shame they don't make longer cords.
I couldn't find one in a hurry. And they were about to go dead. I haven't charged them since before we went to Vegas.
All right. Well, thank you, Obi, for being here.
Margariti.
Let's go to Rich White. Rich, what did you learn?
That old people can still be dicks.
You son of a bitch. What did I do to you?
Yeah, really.
Okay, present company excluded.
It's a little better. All right. What have you got coming up? You got a show this weekend? Maybe
I
two
hope
shows?
so.
3 shows?
No, not two. Not two. Just one.
Okay. You want to tell us about it?
If I were going to do a show on the other channel, it would be in like 4 hours, and I'm not doing that. Because some reason WWE decided their pay-per-view is going to be in Australia this month.
Down under. All right.
You're not committed.
Not anymore.
He needs to be committed, though.
I would be committed if I stayed up long enough to watch that, because it'd go absolutely crazy.
You could stay up all night raiding.
Probably.
I hear that's the thing to do.
That's right. All right. Well, thank you for being here, Rich, as always. Let's go down to Hillbilly Up. Hillbilly, what did you learn?
I learned that I think George might possibly be thinking about getting revenge on you.
Probably.
He looked pretty upset when you were shooing him away. He did not understand that.
Yeah. So,
and
go ahead.
I was going to say, man, what a giveaway tonight, man. That is awesome. Congratulations to Travis.
Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, so you've got some stuff coming up. Speaking of giveaways.
Yeah, we do. Actually, I'm going to also shout out Hasbro. He hit his 2,000 subs, and he's having a giveaway party tomorrow night, 2 hours before Guns Bearing Therapy, and it is at 7 Central, 8 Eastern, and I will be on that show too. But it's going to be fun, and congratulations to him.
Awesome.
And then 9 o'clock Central, 10 o'clock Eastern, we'll be having Guns Bearing Therapy, and we're having a big 1776 giveaway. Lots of fun stuff there that we're going to be giving away, and plus we have Blackbeard Fire Starters as a guest on there, and they're going to be giving away some stuff. So
are they going to start a fire on your show?
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
Oh, that'd
we'll
be cool.
warm up some hard seltzer or something and shoot it or something.
No,
Who knows?
I gotta ask: is Travis T banned from entering?
He's one to share over on Hillbilly Show too. Don't let him fool you.
Actually, I think. See, Travis was won twice on my show. I think I'll have to go back and check that, but I think twice. But yeah, I mean. But we'll be having lots of. We'll be giving there'll be several different giveaways. So not only one person can win all of it. So yeah, everybody
so you
will have
spread
a
the
chance.
wealth on your show. Okay. I see how.
Well, not so much wealth, but penny ante gifts or whatever, prizes. So.
All right.
Well, thank you so much for having me on tonight, Gizzard. I appreciate it. Always lots of fun, brother.
You betcha. Thanks for being here. And let's go on to the gun snob. What did you learn?
I learned Travis T's still cheating. Let's see what else. Yeah, I didn't really learn much.
Well, what have you got coming up for us?
Some stuff.
You gonna do a review on that Kia?
No, probably not.
Okay.
But I probably will do a review on this front line.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, we'll look forward to that.
Should. I got a bunch of other stuff. I got like a stack of stuff to do videos on that I haven't got done.
All right. Well, thank you for being here. And
thank you for having me.
Oh, you're welcome. Let's go on to guns and barbecue. What did you learn?
I learned that Travis T has now won 21 times, so I guess that means he can start drinking to celebrate?
I think so.
Something like that.
That sounds fair.
I think so. As far as anything coming up, I got nothing.
You got nothing. Well, okay. Well, still, thanks for being here.
Thanks for the invite.
You betcha. And looks like we got a little bit of Bristol action blown here.
No, it's a him. What kind of a girl?
That's a neutral at this point. So,
but he's so pretty.
Is your nose healed?
Yes, my nose is.
Why is it still swollen? Thank you, Guns and Barbecue, for that perfect setup that you had no idea you were doing.
That was great. I'll even give you
look,
fireworks.
Gizzard's got fireworks.
You're welcome.
Going off up there.
That's right. So,
Snob, did he bite you on the hairline too?
No, that dog is
certainly running away from it like he did.
Let's go to Sarge. Sarge, what did you learn?
I learned that Gorlami and Gornlami are pronounced almost the same.
Oh, wow.
Gornlami.
I even sent you a picture of it that you can show.
Oh, you did? Let's see. Oh, wow. It's amazing how you did that. Let's see.
That should be the official picture of Gorn.
Hold on. It's definitely the smallest picture I've ever seen.
Did you send it from an Android?
How did you manage that?
Gordon
My Android has a better camera than your iPhone.
Why does it send such tiny pictures?
I sent a normal sized picture. You just messed it up somehow.
No, it's not.
No.
It's a tiny picture.
It's definitely a small picture.
Sarge, what you got coming up?
Hopefully a video on the front line.
You gonna get yours out for Snob?
No.
Oh.
And my Glock 26S, 26 MOS.
Nice. All right. Well, thank you for being here. Thanks to all of my panelists for a great show. Let me make myself full screen because I want to thank everybody out there in the audience for watching, whether you watched on YouTube, Facebook, or X. Thank you for being out there, or if you're listening out there on a replay on the podcast, thank you. I guess I could take off that "what did you learn" thing, can't I? Because we're not learning anything anymore. We didn't really learn anything anyway. But at any rate, thanks for being here. Thanks to, like I said, thanks to my panel. Thanks for everybody who submitted Gorn and may still be submitting Gorn. That's a little bigger.
Who keeps their phone on not on silent? It's 2024.
Shut
There's
your
no
ass.
reason to have your phone.
That's
Slightly bigger.
That's
Slightly.
We used to pay for ringtones, and now we've had our phone on silent for 10 years.
There now.
Yep.
Gordon Lamy.
Now I have to call people back that called me because I missed their call because my phone was on silent.
That's right. So anyway, thanks to everybody for sending in Gorn, everybody out there in the text for contributing to the show, and thanks to all of my YouTube channel members for their continued support. Once again, thanks to everybody for helping me get to 3,000 subscribers. A hillbilly wants to know out in a private chat, will you have a show next week? Yes, I will have a show next week.
He's going to have his 4,000 subscriber celebration next week the way he's going.
And Travis T's going to win the giveaway.
That'd be nice. Yeah, probably. I might even tell beforehand what he won, too. So, yeah,
You'll wait, make sure he
congratulations.
wins before you throw in that good stuff.
Just congratulations. I know it was a day ago to Ron and Misty Wayne for their wedding anniversary. Happy anniversary to both of you. Anyway.
How many years?
More than
I don't
can
know.
count.
I don't know if they're
Misty would
going to
probably say
reveal
2
that
million.
or not. But
It's like I've been married so long I ain't even look both ways when I cross the road anymore.
I don't know. Ron was on his
My
way
wife
out.
doesn't either.
It's a true story.
Wow. So anyway, I'll see if he tells us or not. 25th. Wow, 25 years.
Awesome. Congratulations.
That's a big one.
Dang,
Congratulations.
Rookies.
All right.
Especially when you're only 35 years old.
I'm going to say, yeah, you ain't but 35 years old. That can't be. But anyway, thanks to everybody for the program. And remember what I always say, that if anyone tries to infringe on your right to keep and bear arms, you give them the bird. Tell them Gizzard Gary said so, by golly. So that's it for this show. I'll hit the end credits here in just a minute. I'm going to give my panelists one last chance to shout out their bye-byes before I do so.
Margariti.
That's
Gorlami.
Should put some ice on that nose, and I will take the swelling down.
I got something to take swelling out.
That'll do it. All right. Good night, everybody.
Is this the part of the show where it's supposed to be quiet, obnoxious?
I think so. I don't think we're supposed to copy him. We just tell him that he's got
Oh, yeah.
to turn this down.
Is it still on?
I don't know.
Didn't anybody watch it anyway?
Oh my God,
Later, boomers.
Yep.
That's all, folks.
Bye.